finally parked, and I do want to show you a feature that my Disney Experience app offers. I see a lot of people taking photographs, and I then see them go into my Disney Experience app. But just so you know, you can scroll down to the bottom over here, and you can click on Card Locator, and then it'll automatically kind of tell you where you're at. It'll tell you what section you're on. In this case, we're in Simba. But you do have to select. Sometimes it'll give you, like, for example, I am on row 112. Sometimes it'll give you 114, 113, 116, whatever the case may be. So you just have to check to see what row you're in and then enter it here. And then the way you do that is it's kind of like a scroll down and you just enter the row. I already entered mine. So this is a feature that a lot of people do not use. So just keep in mind, you don't have to take a selfie of the parking lot. You don't have to kind of remember, jot it down somewhere. Put a pin on the map, which I used to do. Just go in my Disney Experience app and put in the information.
One thing that I love about riding the ferry is that you get to see Cinderella's castle as you're approaching it. So it just, as for me, it just gives me more nostalgia knowing that I'm going to walk in to the most popular place on earth.
Actually, I forgot that they had added this not too long ago. So if you're on the ferry boat and you go on the second floor, you don't have to go back down to the first floor to exit. They added this not too long ago, and I completely forgot about it. See, that's the regular exit over there. And now you can exit to the second floor. Now, I believe the second floor exit, just like what we're doing right now, is only kind of operated during really busy times. Obviously, it's Christmas time. A lot of people coming over here to Disney World, so they're obviously using it. But it was nice to kind of do it for the first time. This is actually the first time that I was able to do that. See? Hello. Magic. Thank you. Hello friends, and welcome to Have a Wonderful Day. This is your boy Javier, and today we're hanging out at Magic Kingdom. It's been about 5 months since I was last year, and I'm very excited to finally make it here again. We're gonna go ahead and check out the Christmas decorations. Obviously last time I was here there were none, and you can see some on the train station here, some Christmas decorations. You can actually see Mickey and Minnie kind of dressed, you know, they got the Santa Claus hat, but I'm very excited to go in there. It's been 5 months. I'm gonna check out the Christmas decorations, but also Disney just announced that Splash Mountain was gonna be closing on January 22nd. That's the last day that you'll be able to ride the attraction. I'm here to write that because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back, being that I pretty much come here every 3 to 4 months, but I'm very excited to get in there, check it out, check out the Christmas decorations, ride Splash Mountain, and then just kind of show you guys a couple of other things that you might not know about Magic Kingdom. So I invite you to come join me. Let's go have a wonderful day. So one thing that I did notice is that there are no Splash Mountain posters here. This, as we know, is kind of like the marquee. It represents the marquee. This represents the red carpet as you enter a theater. But you don't see anything that belongs to or has to do anything with Splash Mountain. So they did change them. I did go to the other side entrance, and there were no Splash Mountain posters there either. You can see Haunted Mansion, you can see the Crystal Palace, but there are no mention of Splash Mountain. So as soon as you enter, you find yourself in front of this beautiful Christmas tree, but better than that, you can see the characters here. See the entourage here, Mickey, Donald. You can also see Goofy, Chip and Dale, the whole crew. See the whole crew here. Here you can see the toy soldiers on this side. Also on this side, you can see also some of them. One thing I have never noticed is that Lady and the Tramp 50-year anniversary statue is there. I never noticed that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and check it out and see what they sound like. You can hear them barking. Actually, this is the closest you can get to any 50th anniversary statue that I know. This one right here. It's very close. It's about maybe 2 feet away from where you stand. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Christmas tree. It is a beauty. It's got gingerbread man. It's got some stockings, candles. It's a beautiful tree. Stands very, very tall. All the way on top, there's a star. And then down here, you can see some props. And maybe we can kind of talk about it. Here, you can see the Lily Bell train. You can also see this doll, which we'll see a little bit later in the video. You can see some toy soldiers here. You can see a seahorse, very indicative of Christmas. Some Christmas tree presents there at the bottom. Very, very cool. Very cool tree. You can see this cannon representing Pirates of the Caribbean there. And I never noticed this plaque over here. Let's go ahead and read it. Walt Disney World is a tribute to the philosophy and life of Walt Elias Disney, and to the talents, the dedication, and the loyalty of the entire Disney organization that made Walt Disney's dream come true. May Walt Disney World bring joy and inspiration and new knowledge to all, where the young at heart of all ages can laugh and play and learn together. Dedicated this 25th day of October 1971. I believe that is his brother. You can see a teddy bear. There's also another dedication plaque over here, and it's sharing the magic plaque, dedicated to Roy O. Disney, co-founder of the Walt Disney Company. In 1923, Walt Disney and his brother Roy O. Disney pooled their resources, Walt's creative vision and Roy's business sense, to form their own cartoon studio. Together, they successfully pioneered many new avenues in the family entertainment. Can't read it all because you got some poinsettias there blocking, but I never noticed those flags. You got a teddy bear over here. You got some jacks just like you do on the other side. You got this old school bicycle over here. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful tree. And let's go ahead and take a closer look here from behind. It's just beautiful. You can see Main Street decorated in the Christmas spirit here. Got a lot of hanging decor here. Very beautiful at this time of year. Got that nice wreath over there with that candle. Very, very beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. Now this clock over here is absolutely beautiful. It is a Citizens clock. It goes pretty well. I'm pretty sure that they painted it just to match the 50-year anniversary statue. But you can see there, it is an accurate clock, very functional. It's a beautiful one. So here off of Main Street, you'll come across this street over here, which is called Center Street. Center Street is a place where you can come over here and kind of get away from the regular crowd. You see all the way in the corner over there, usually there's no one here. They have some benches over here, so if you get something to eat from any of the shops, you can come over here and just kind of hang out, get away from the regular crowd. But a lot of people did not know that there was, this is East Center Street. A lot of people did not know that there was a West Center Street. And what's kind of funny or ironic or weird is that on Google, it's actually called Market Street. So I don't know what that's about. I guess I have to find out. But there was at one time when the park actually opened back in 1971, and actually West Center Street was around till 2001 when they decided to make an expansion on the Emporium. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of match up the old photographs to what we can see now and kind of see where they kind of did the cutoff and kind of see if we can recognize some of the stuff that is still here since 1971. So I'm standing here what was once West Center Street, and believe me, I try to match up some of the brick that's here, some of the patterns, and I just couldn't match it up. Maybe over there, I'm going to show you in a little bit, maybe I can match that up, but I can tell you right now that this is the photograph of what it used to look like over here, and you can see 1, 2, 3 windows there, and you can see them right here. It's got 1, 2, and 3, and pretty much the cutoff point is right there at the 3rd window. So you can still see them here. You can still see them there. Not sure if the lettering that's there, the credits. This is supposed to be, you see the lettering on there, those are supposed to be movie credits. So this is all the theater. As you enter, you're entering the theater, and now you're part of a show. And that's what Walt Disney wanted. But you can see the cutoff point over here on the 3rd window. Right there, let me actually do this and get a nice view. Right there, you can see the 3rd window right there, and that is the cutoff point. You can actually also see the signage there. You have 1, 2, 3, and then you have 1, 2, so it kind of cut off right there at the 2nd one because they kind of added this section over here. Now on this side of what used to be West Center Street, you can see this here. Let me show you the images over here. Hope you can see it. Actually, I think you can see it. Maybe you can see only me, but let me show you here. You have that window over there. And then look, you have the balcony here, and then you have that window there. So this is the entrance to West Center Street. And if you can see over here, there are a couple of pylons there. Some metal post pylons. And there are a couple of, down here, there are a couple of kind of cracks or lines down Main Street. And I try to match those up. Obviously, they made some modifications here. They kind of updated the concrete, and you don't see any of them here. But I do see this here. I don't know if this little circle there has anything to do with any of these pylons, but I was trying to match up the concrete, the bricks more than anything, and I for the life of me, I couldn't get a good, clear picture or high definition picture of the older photographs with this brickwork. So maybe they kind of laid some new brick, or maybe they kind of used the same one. Believe me, if there are existing bricks from 1971, I'm gonna find them. All right, so this is a map drawing of what Center Street was. This is what we know as Center Street, which was East Center Street, and this was West Center Street. And you can see some of the shops that were here are the Greenhouse Flower Shop, New England Clock Shop, Car Shop, which was sponsored by Hallmark, and then all the way at the bottom, number 41, right there, the purple dot, was let's see here, Harmony Barbershop. So this was their original location, which obviously they had to relocate, and here it is right here, which is right next to the fire station. So they actually relocated over here, and it is the only shop that remains from back in the day, Harmony Barbershop. Now that I've made my way over to the hub, I'm gonna go ahead and check out my Disney Experience app to see what the wait time for Splash Mountain is, and it is only 25 minutes. So I'm actually gonna walk over there now in a hurry, so hopefully I can catch those 25 minutes wait, and it doesn't get a little bit longer. And I'm very excited to actually go in there for maybe the last time that I'll ever get to ride Splash Mountain. So here is Splash Mountain. Can't believe I'm probably going to be riding this for the last time. Don't usually come to Magic Kingdom, especially to create vlogs, maybe with my family, every once in a while. But you can see some beautiful Christmas decorations here. But this is probably going to be the last time that I ride this attraction in its form. Right now it is Splash Mountain, in maybe a year, year and a half, it's going to be Tiana's. And you can see the boat over here. I mean, you can see the train over here. Obviously, it is being tested, so it is empty. And there is a train station over here, right next to Splash Mountain. So I'm probably going to be riding this for the last time, and I'm very excited. I'm going to ask for the front row. And you know, I was actually contemplating in wearing a raincoat, but you know what? Forget it. If I'm going to ride it for the last time, I might as well get wet. So you can see over here, this is where the train actually stopped, right above as you enter the queue into what's now Splash Mountain. So you can see the train there, but it is a 35-minute wait. We're gonna go in there, but I'll tell you one thing for sure. I did come prepared. I did bring my Crocs. I came in sneakers with socks, and one thing I do not do is get my shoes and socks wet. So I did come prepared, expecting to ride this attraction for possibly my last time. So I am wearing my Crocs. There you go. You can see a huge tan line right there, but let's go in there. You can see here on Wikipedia that Splash Mountain here in Frontierland was actually opened on October 2nd, 1992. That would be 21 years and 1 day after the park actually opened back in 1971, October 1st, 1971. So that's a little fact for you. So as I stand on the queue, I'm actually wondering if they're going to be making any changes to this facade over here. It kind of has a country vibe, but it also has kind of like a New Orleans type of vibe, in my opinion. So I'm just wondering if they're going to be changing all of this as well. Now they are going to have about a year and a half to make changes, but I'm just wondering. I'm very excited to see the finished product. Obviously, I got to wait a lot, but. So I'm actually wondering if this is going to be the last time that I enter through this threshold into Splash Mountain. Very iconic, very beloved attraction, and this might be it. I'm probably going to be saying goodbye. All right, here we go. So obviously I asked for the front row, even though I know that this is the row that I'm going to get the most wet on, but that's fine. It's the last time that I'm going to be riding this attraction, so I'm okay with that. And also, I did put a plastic bag over my backpack so it doesn't get wet. This is the picture of the point. I actually think that we just went over the train tracks right here at this point. at this point. This is not the drop, but it's definitely a drop, and I think you definitely do get wet on this one. Let's see. Woo! Oh, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Definitely so. Oh, that was so much fun. So glad I came here to ride it today. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Unfortunately, Briar Patch, which has been closed for quite some time, obviously they don't have any merchandise in there. And as you exit the attraction, there's also another shop in there, but they don't have any Splash Mountain, excuse me, merchandise. I do know that there is a kiosk somewhere around here where you can purchase the pressed pennies with the Splash Mountain logo and the Briar bunny, and I'm gonna look for that right now and hopefully get something that I can walk away from Magic Kingdom that has Splash Mountain on there. So at this moment, the only keepsake that you can take with you to remind you or to remember Splash Mountain is that kiosk there. That is a pressed penny kiosk, and so I'm gonna go ahead and purchase one. Not sure which one I'm gonna get. There's different characters that you can get on those pressed pennies, but once I decide, I'll show you what I selected. All right, here's the machine for the pressed pennies, and I think it's $1, so I think I have to insert $1 here. Actually, I think I have to select which one I want first, which is, I'm gonna go ahead and select the rabbits. Right there, and then I gotta insert $1. And then I guess I just have to go ahead and spin the wheel. And there it is. So here it is. Here is the coin that I got, the pressed penny with the Briar Rabbit. And that's going to be my keepsake to remember Splash Mountain. Very, very cool. I love it. So that was a lot of fun. It was very nice to come over here, ride this attraction for probably the last time. Now I remember back in the day when you stood over here, it used to splash onto here and you would get wet. And they don't do that anymore. Probably it's been broken for a long time. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen this area over here wet. And obviously they're not gonna fix it at this point, being that they're gonna be re-theming the attraction, but I do remember that. I just remember that right now, and it's been a long time since I've seen it, so I kind of forgot about it. But anyways, it was nice to come over here, see people enjoy themselves, I'm glad I was able to get my press penny so I can remember this attraction forever and ever and ever. And I'm glad I was able to come over here and actually ride the attraction for posterity, for future generations to come. All right, now we're here in Liberty Square, and there's a couple of things that I want to show you guys that you probably did not know. So obviously we have a replication of the Liberty Bell here, and actually this Liberty Bell was made from the original cast of the actual Liberty Bell, which there were a couple of them that they made, and one of the cast members told me that this is actually the last bell that was made from that mold from the original bell. And she mentioned that how the mold had broken, and this was the last bell that was made, the Liberty Bell. Also, she mentioned to me that these flags that you see up here represent the first original 13 colonies. And on the bottom of the flagpole, you can see here you have Delaware and when it was ratified into the 13 colonies on December 7th, 1787. You got Pennsylvania here, December 12th, 1787. Then you also have New Jersey. And this one over here, it says here, the Court of Flags. 13 proud and colorful flags fly high today to honor the original states which became united under the country's first constitution. A replica of the first national flag used in 1787 symbolizes the joining of the states for our first union. And you can see here also, you have Rhode Island, North Carolina, then you also have New Hampshire, Virginia, Maryland, and also South Carolina. There's actually two others here. Let's go take a look at them. You got Connecticut, and then you also have Georgia. Another fun fact is that this tree here is called the Liberty Tree, and you can see 13 lanterns hanging from here. That also represents 13 colonies, the first original, you know, the original colonies of the Constitution. These 13 lanterns that are here. Another fun fact you'll see here on this window, this doll here, back in the colonial days, the families would put a doll on the children's window so that way if there was a fire, the firefighters would know that there's an actual child in this room, and they would obviously prioritize this room so they can save the children. So this is the doll that I've never even noticed. I actually read a book about it, and like you, like me, now you know. Also back in the day, you would find this plaque over here with 4 armed band together, signifying that they had paid the firefighting fees. So if you did pay the fees, you would have this plaque, and if you did not have this plaque, the fire brigade will watch your house burn. Ironically enough, there's a sign here of the fire department, but that's what that plaque stands for. Make sure you pay your firefighting fees. right, now I made it to Tomorrowland, and let me show you guys what I was talking about over at D&M, where Space Mountain, you can no longer take in your phone or your camera to film on the actual attraction. They don't even let you take pictures. So this is the sign that they actually came out with, and you can see over here it says, handheld or loose articles, including cell phones and cameras, are not permitted while riding. You must secure them on the person, in vehicle storage pouch, or left with a non-rider. So they started doing this in Space Mountain. Not sure if they're going to be doing that in other attractions, but you never know what can come out of that. And well, we'll just wait and see what happens. I've also decided to ride Tomorrowland Speedway. It's been, I'm going to say maybe about 12 to 15 years since I last rode this attraction, so I can't wait to get in there. It's only a 15-minute wait, so I think it's worth waiting. Even though it kind of seems more than 15 minutes, but that's okay. I'm willing to wait. And here we go. It's been a long time since I've been on here. Actually, a lot of people don't realize that you're not actually racing against anyone. You're actually on a track, so you know you have no control as to where you're going. You're just kind of just going forward. But it does bounce you back and forth, like you can see me doing now. Now, they do have a Christmas overlay. You can see some here, some Christmas tree here. But that's it. I have it all the way to the bottom. I'm flooring it, so to speak. I'm probably going about, I'm going to say maybe 5 miles, not even 5 miles an hour, maybe 3 to 4 miles an hour. But let's go ahead and race these folks here. Now earlier today they were testing Tron. Let's see if we can catch one of the right vehicles coming out here. There it is. Oh, nice. Here's more Christmas decor here. I'm pretty sure this place must look really, really nice during nighttime. And I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of losing to these people. They kind of went all the way ahead of me. This is fun. See if we can catch them testing Tron again. If I can catch up to these people here. Probably not. I think the only way you can kind of get ahead of people is if you don't bump. I think when you kind of bump side to side on this rail, that's what kind of slows you down. So you got to try to stay within the rails in order to keep the same speed. But that red car over there has passed up 2 people, including myself. So this is very fun. It's been a long time. I'm coming here to the end, and yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. It was nice to come over here. All right, before I leave, I'm gonna try to recreate this photograph that was taken of me by my dad back when I was about, I'm gonna say about 7 or 8 years old. You can see back here, you can see the tracks, the train tracks over here. You can also see Cinderella Castle, but you can also see this building here with a flag, which is that building over there. And so I'm pretty sure that this was the shot that I took standing right here. Obviously I was very short back then, and you can see the rails kind of going up to my neck, and right now it's kind of at my waist. It is right now waist high. So I'm gonna go ahead and recreate this shot. It's been a long time. I'm 48 years old now, so it's been about close to 40 years since I last took this photograph. So I'm gonna go ahead and recreate that. And it's pretty amazing how time flies. All right, guys, I was able to come to Magic Kingdom, jumped on Splash Mountain, which was the main goal today. Got to see some Christmas decorations, showed you some hidden secrets in Liberty Square, had a blast. Very, very fun time. I'm glad that I actually came over after not being here for 5 months. Very, very awesome. So I'm gonna end this video like I always do. We came, we saw, and we conquered. And do me a favor, have a wonderful day. Peace. But before I go, let me go ahead and give you a close-up shot of Cinderella's castle.
Take your time, watch your step as you walk across our gangway. On behalf of myself and the rest of the General Joe Powder crew, we want to thank you for sailing with us today. We hope you had a wonderful time here at the Magic Kingdom and hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.